Hello, hello. We're getting our cards. I got Brandon this morning. Yes, you're doing good. Hello guys, welcome in. Oops. You're a mess here. You're a mess. Brandon, pay attention to your work. Okay, that's good. Where'd the moon go? Oh, there it is. So much stuff here. Hello, hello. DJ Edits, welcome in to the Butterfly Sanctuary. This is Ascension Class. Seek your sanctuary. What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday. No, it's a Wednesday? It's Tuesday. Yep. It is Tuesday. What's our message today? May your life never be without a good challenge. Ooh. All right. Grand Rising. Hello, Karen. Hi, beautiful angel. Hi, Flower Power and Betty and Brandy. Hi, beautiful angels. Whoa. Right? That's a lot of snow, girl. That's a lot of snow. Hey, Jill. Hey, darling. I didn't, are you in PA? Because I think I have your address. And I didn't see where you sent me an email about the other questions that I asked you. Your zodiac and favorite color. Oh, you can just tell me now if you want. So I have your address already. Okay, sounds good. So I want to get it out this week. Hello, Irish. Hi, beautiful angel. You're a Leo in purple. Okay, thank you, thank you. Leo and purple. Okay. And I'll do what I need to do, and then I'll probably get that out tomorrow for you. All right, that was Sky Scent.
Do you want to receive?
Okay, we're going to put it on Rainbow Butterflies. And here's our butterfly. All right. We're going to get, I know we have, Spirit has led me to some messages, but I got to figure out where they want to take me today because I've gotten so much stuff coming in. Is the Schumann still really high? I'm going to check it real quick. No, it's low again. So we're integrating all that light that came in, and that's what's going on with us as far as getting all these downloads and information coming in and stuff. So, yeah. All right, we're going to do our cards and then get right into the messages that Spirit has for us today. On top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Here is our Chakra Wisdom card. Our Chakra Wisdom says responsibility. Okay. Maybe that's what... Okay, I think I understand now. I plant myself on solid ground by consistently taking responsibility and having personal accountability for all that I do. I allow others to depend on me being responsible. My actions speak louder than my words. I rise above excesses and overindulgences as I forgive myself for my past indiscretions. I know I could not have acted in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. Yes. Grand Rising, Christina. Hi, beautiful angel. Yeah. The message is on, I just seen it today, and I was like, well, is that the message? So, it is. This is it. Allow for the balance of taking responsibility. That's going to be it today. In fact, I love you too, baby. All right. We got the Healing Energy Oracle. So, peace. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. Yes. And affirmation, I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retrain and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. Yes. And then positive thinking. My life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which bring me well-being. Hello, Flower Power. Hello, darling. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being, and I find serenity. Yes, find serenity. Here is our... Yes. Work your light. Work your light. Rainbow Oracle cards. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Again with taking a break. The Star Mother. Again, how can you mother yourself? Take care of yourself. Mother yourself. And Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yes, we have to go back into our past lives and heal. And heal. Remember, we're doing past life regression on Friday. I hope we have a big turnout. We have, the big question is, what past lives do I need to heal? Right? To continue on my journey. What past lives are holding me back from ascension? For some of you, this might not be for all of you. Okay, our Rose, Sophia's coming in again. Very, very strong with the Sophia energy, always. Divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, destiny. Destiny. Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Yes. Writer. Yes. And the Great Mother. Surrender to the mystery. Fall into her arms. Yes. Lots of feminine energy coming in with the Sophia and stuff. I bet we have a feminine Ascended Master today. Here's our angel for the day. Family. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Family, yes. Here's our animal. Our animal says the owl. Magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Yes. The owl magic. Okay, and the fairy card for the day. Motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Motivation. Get busy and do it. All right. Here is our Awakened Dreamer. An Awakened Dreamer says, clean slate. With one deep breath, you can start over. Take all the enlightenment you've earned and learned over your many lifetimes and release the rest. Reset, reboot, and approach your life with innocent wisdom and infinite possibilities. Yes, infinite possibilities. All right, our beautiful butterfly for the day says, the universe has something very special in store for me and for you, for all of us. The universe has something very special. I shared a video in our classroom in TikTok, and it is all about motherships being seen at the Gulf of America. So pretty interesting. And here is our ascended master. Our ascended master. Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Yes. Listen, we call our power back. We call our power back. Okay. It is time that we call our power back. What I should have done is, I think I'm going to do that today. 218. 20. Okay. Yes, we call our power back. Hi, Barbara. Hi, beautiful. Okay. We have a message about allow for the balance of taking responsibility. Allow for the balance of taking responsibility. And it goes along with this card, responsibility. So, this is Ceres Antonius Saltek, April 5th, 1997. April 5th. Boy, the 1996 and 1997 is really keeps coming up in my life, in my now. In my now, it does. Keeps coming up. Good morning, my friends. It is I, Tonius Saltek, come in the radiant light of Creator God. You might hear something. Oh, you might hear something behind me, guys. It is my grandson. He is here doing his schoolwork. So you might hear something. Yes, we must take responsibility for actions and words. Thank you for sitting this day, for we have messages that need to get written. Change is inevitable, and no one ever remains completely the same from moment to moment. Your thoughts today are different from those of yesterday, even if the difference is slight and hardly noticeable. Your surroundings, such as the temperature, atmospheric pressure, weather conditions, position of the earth in relation to other celestial bodies, or less noticeable changes, such as electromagnetic pulses, are constantly impacting and affecting you in a restless manner. Oh, that's the year you walked away from your marriage. Wow. Yeah. That was the year that that was the year I got a divorce also. 1996, I believe. Was it 1996? No. Wait a minute. 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. Nope, 1993 I got a divorce. But 1996 was the day the year I did was introduced to the Urantia book. So, It was quite a year for me. As you move through your experience in the physical, we notice from our position of higher understanding that many are resisting change. By this, I mean that ones are constantly efforting to go against the natural flow of creation. It is quite contrary to the evolutionary nature of your being to stagnate and not evolve and move forward. Yet we see many stuck in and paralyzed by fear or living in the past, where there is usually great emotional pain constantly being reflected upon. Many of you would be wise to go back and, yes, darling. Oh, that's pretty. Good job. Okay. So it says go back and read Phoenix Journal 27. If you want to do that, the Phoenix Journal is in our Discord, in the page of the Phoenix Journal. So it says you should read journal number 27 called the Phoenix Operator Owner Manual. For therein lie many of the insights that have been offered so that you can learn to recognize the subtle nature of the adversary and come to appreciate and more fully understand the true laws of creation and God. Hello, Victoria. Hi, beautiful. I had my oldest in 88 and my twins I had my twins in 96, I believe. 96. Yeah, 96. You were 12 in 98. Oh, wow. Interesting. Hello, darling. In the introduction to that journal, Atan says, my laws and those of the creation were given unto you of physical experience to honor total simplicity and gain wondrous fulfillment and joy from your relationships with your brethren, to pass the journey of experience in learning and then make passage into higher levels of understanding and knowledge. You have now bound yourselves by shackles of lies into the endless rotation of the wheel of experience, worsening with each experience until you have forgotten all the truth of life. Most of you have wasted your experience and are the moving dead searching after bits of physical dregs to pass the journey. And in the foreword, Isu Sananda says, herein you shall find the laws clearly outlined. There is no room for misunderstanding the message. There are no little gray areas for you to move around in. If you violate the laws after completing this document, you shall do so willingly, knowingly, and therein shall be consequences for those actions. Basically, once we know who we are and what our mission is at a soul level, we need to jump on it. God is most forgiving for actions done in ignorance. But we're no longer ignorant. That is the thing. We are no longer ignorant. Right? God is most forgiving for actions done in ignorance. Willful violations of the laws is entirely a different matter. It is the better part of wisdom to heed this warning, for it is most grave indeed. We are at the final hours of the planetary cycle. Choices will be made by man that shall affect him for eons in your future counting. Be most cautious when seeking the momentary thrill, for the excitement you seek shall not satisfy you in the countless generations of recycling and rebirths before you, as you learn well the lessons you so carelessly refuse to learn this time around. I don't think it's so much talking to our collective as it is talking to those ones that have made those choices, right? Exactly, Christina. Hello, Wendy. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Lynette. Hi, darling. What did you say? I just read in the Urantia book. You just read something like this in the Urantia book. There is not time here to rewrite all the lessons over and over again. We will, however, direct you to that which is often overlooked, for it has been over 6 years since the release of that journal, and many of you ground crew members would do well to refresh the memory with these timeless words. They are just as important today as they were the day they were first written, to help in the guiding of you ones through the many experiences and challenges of the third dimensional path. As you evolve and grow, you will see that your experiences are never without challenge. Yes. Yes, Barbara. In fact, the more you grow in responsibility, the greater the challenges become. So when you are feeling overwhelmed with the never-ending barrage of greater and greater pressures, know that these are a sign of your growth and that you need all the combinations of challenges that you are being faced with so that you can truly evaluate your abilities. The greatest difference between those who seem to have it easy and those who appear to be the constant victim is the viewpoint or attitude of the individual and their reaction to each challenge. Those who can keep the larger picture in mind while going through the experiences of challenging growth will naturally see that fear and anxiety need not be part of the experience. Those who are resisting their lessons, opportunities for growth, and are constantly focusing on the pain or hurt will pull into themselves more pain and hurt. Step outside the inner world of your mind and see the unfolding drama from a higher perspective. You are on a small planet in a small solar system, circling around your sun. Your solar system is part of a galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, of trillions of stars. Your galaxy, in turn, makes up a very small part of what you refer to as your universe. There are many universes out there, all of them full of life. This is only a third dimensional, physical point of view of the truly infinite expanse of creation of which you are a part and to which you contribute. Hello, Bombshell. Hi, beautiful. Begin to see that your personal challenges in the physical, though they are important to experience, are but the baby steps of awakening. The inner potential of your responsible awareness of the enormity of your true self. When you can see that you need the experiences that cause the emotional responses, that generate pain, anxiety, grief, and such, so that you can learn to control same with responsibility and knowledge of the fact that you have created the conditions, either deliberately or by default, that have led to the situation with which you are now faced. Then you will begin to realize that there is nothing you cannot handle in terms of emotional control. It is only your current beliefs that limit you in this regard. You may feel grief over loss of a loved one, but let me put this into a slightly different perspective. How do you think God feels when one of his free will planets degrades to the point of destruction of the entire planet? In his moment of great sorrow, if he did not realize the value of the experience for all involved, both physical and non-physical, and instead only focused on one very small aspect of the event, rather than on the greater reasons for such a challenge, there would be such a great unbalance in the creation as to cause every living entity everywhere to experience an overwhelming condition of grief and sorrow. This situation God would view as unjust and unbalanced. You in the physical often focus on getting even or I'll show them what pain really is, and go forth in an emotionally unbalanced state of irresponsibility that will only garner more pain for yourselves. This is a vicious cycle once it is started and is very difficult to get oneself out of, for you are often too much focused on the inner world of your mind to take a larger viewpoint and forgive self and those whom you have allowed to be a part of your experience. You are not a victim. You have created your emotional state. And when you can take personal responsibility for your condition and stop blaming others, you will have then taken the first major step toward finding the balance that you have been pushing away from yourself. It will not be instantaneous. Like a person with a drug addiction, you will have a lot of habitual thoughts and beliefs that will cause you to want to react emotionally without thinking. You will have to modify your thoughts and monitor your emotional reactions so that you can allow for the balance of taking responsibility, not just once, but for always. When responsibility becomes the habit instead of the excuses or blame of another for your condition, then you will have the balance and general happiness that you want. For you will be now thinking ahead as to the consequences of a thought or action, and not just living a reactionary life. This is to say that a byproduct of truly learning responsibility is control over your life. Yes. To sum this up, with knowledge, understanding applied in a deliberate, responsible manner, you will create with deliberate control over your experiences. Hello, Country Fried. Hi, darling. Remove the responsibility from the equation, and you will find that your deliberate control will be removed as well. Please see that you are fast entering a time wherein you will need to allow those who continue to turn away from the laws and otherwise enter into a state of shutdown or overwhelm to experience the unfolding events as they so choose. This means that if ones do not want to face the responsibility for their experiences, then let them to their self-imposed misery and move on with your experiences. You do not have to make another's pain your pain, right? No souled being likes to see another person in pain. And I tell you now, those of you who go through this transition will see ones in great, great emotional confusion and pain. And you will then see that if you are to survive, you will have to learn to allow these ones their experience without taking on the responsibility for their care. Go over there, sit down on the chair, and do your homework. No, you're not. You're up and you're playing with the chair. I can hear you. Okay. If they cannot see value in helping themselves, then why should you force your viewpoint upon them? They will either come to this realization on their own or they will not. It is each individual's choice. We talk about this so much, right? It is. It's always a choice. Always has been, always will be on this planet. Offer always a helping hand, but do not carry the donkey, lest you both perish in ignorance. This is not to frighten. It is to offer a reminder of why you are there and what you should be preparing yourselves for mentally. This is so, the dates is so messed up. The mental part of you is far more important than the physical, for the mind controls the physical. The physical part of you would be a motionless blob if it were not for the mind to give it direction. Note, I did not say brain, I said mind. These words are offered in love and with the intent to educate and remind you ones of who you are and why you are there. Keep the large picture in focus, and for your own sake, keep your thoughts centered in light, God, and keep the dark ones out of your sacred temple, your mind. I am Tonia Saltek, come at this time with your hosts as a guide and way shower in the light of our Creator. Thank you. Soltech to clear until we next can have time for a writing session in which to continue this subject. I'm going to go ahead and continue. April 12th is the date given. So between April 5th and April 12th is April 10th, and that was the day of my mother's murder. So this message in the middle is like April 10th. That's crazy. Good morning, and thank you for sitting this day. It is I, Tonius Soltek, come in the radiant one light of Creator, God. Let us please continue with the subject of responsible, balanced choice. This is a time of great challenge and opportunity. Look forward to the upcoming experiences with excitement. Worry over events that have not happened yet serves no real purpose. Worrying over events that have not happened yet serves no real purpose. Having the intention to prepare for any and all challenges will allow for the manifestation of what you need when you need it. Worry will only serve to cause those events which will feed the worry, and it will grow. If you redirect that focus of energy toward joy and fulfillment, then you will likewise feed the joy and fulfillment, and it will grow. The choice is yours. This is free will. This challenging time is an experience that is meant to be fulfilling and full of great value. Value in this case is as it would be perceived from your higher self viewpoint. From this viewpoint, you would perceive great value in the growth of your being and not in anything of a physical nature. Money and such are but a symbol of value as viewed from a third dimensional standpoint. There is nothing of lasting value from the time spent down there except for that which you gain in the way of experience and knowledge. No truer words have been spoken, right? Continue to seek out that which has true lasting value, and you will find the fulfillment that the infinite you desires. Expect the joy to be there along the journey, and it will be so. There is no such thing as a complete waste of time, for all experiences will give you feedback in the form of emotional feelings. Those things that are not of great value to your overall growth will leave you feeling less than alive, and in time, you will learn that there are better ways of spending the moments of now, and you will gravitate towards those experiences of greater and greater inner fulfillment. Yes, restrictions from your current beliefs are usually limiting your experience. But this too has value in that only those who are ready to accept the responsibility of creating imbalance will be given those experiences that will allow them to transcend the crowds of disbelievers. This is a natural self-testing process that is in place, so that only when ones have grown enough mentally to accept this level of responsibility will they be able to put the information gathered in any one experience together in such a manner as to see that they themselves are solely responsible for their creations, and that they create every feeling that they experience. This is the point when one can deliberately create the life of excitement and joy. Prior to this, ones will simply continue to believe that life is hard and thus continue to create a hard life for themselves. How many people say that all the time, right? How many people say this is killing me or life is hard or things of that nature, right? You are telling yourself this. So you are bringing this towards you. Yes. Hello, Trina. Hi, beautiful. Life is what you decide it will be, nothing more and indeed nothing less. As you begin to realize the implications of this message, you will begin to see the value in not dwelling upon the emotionally hurtful experiences, but focusing more upon those experiences that allow your heart to soar with laughter and joy. You choose what you dwell upon. You choose as to what and where you place your values. You create through your choices that which is your experience. If you are feeling pain, emotional or physical, sadness, boredom, frustration, or whatever, then it is because you have allowed those thoughts to persist within your mind. And you feed and nurture them to the level they hold at this moment. When you change your focus to thoughts that are positive, you will create more of that which will cause you to feel good. What could be simpler? The answer to all of your emotional problems lies within. Seek for your happiness within yourself. Another may be able to offer a short-term comfort to you, but unless and until you change the mental programming, you will find the old tapes resurfacing, and those old seeds planted long ago will still be bearing fruit. Whether the fruit is bitter or sweet depends upon the seeds you have planted. Perhaps it is time to weed the garden and plant again anew. With the gained value of the past, you can, if you so desire, make a more educated and deliberate choice about what seeds you will plant and grow, and what weeds you will no longer tolerate. Thank you. I am Tonia Saltek. Come in light and in love. Salut. Yes.
I did good.
Wow.
It's a beat.
Yes, you did good. Keep going. So yeah, we already knew a lot of this information, like taking responsibility for everything. That is exactly karma seeds. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I did have another message that came in, and oh, I know what I want to do. Okay, guys, I have a video to share with you. It's a short video, of course. If I can find it. Oh, geez. Where'd it go? Okay. From me, class video. All right. This is a video about 5D. And this is going to tell you whether you're in 5D or not.
Today we are setting up this Chick-fil-A employee
So,
for anything she wants. You could pick any item you want.
Skip that.
The concept of humanity.
Okay. It's a short video. It's like 10 minutes, but Spirit led me to it today, so I want to share it with you guys.
Evolving into a new era known as the fifth dimension has been gaining popularity
Hey,
in spiritual
Teresa.
circles.
Hey, Pepsi.
But what exactly defines 5D consciousness? And how can you know if you're already attuned to these higher frequencies? Welcome to this video, and according to the pioneering hypnotherapy work of the late Dolores Cannon, there are distinct clues that indicate when someone has anchored into fifth dimensional awareness. Through thousands of regression sessions, she uncovered profound insights into the experiences of those living in 5D realms. By exploring Dolores Cannon's teachings, we can recognize the guideposts that confirm we're on the right ascension path. Understanding these signposts also motivates us to continue raising our vibration. One of the main signs of 5D consciousness is feeling a profound sense of oneness with all of existence. When rooted in the fifth dimension, rigid duality thinking falls away. We comprehend the interconnectedness of all life, both seen and unseen. This is not just an intellectual concept, but a visceral, lived experience. The boundaries between self and other dissolve into a heartfelt recognition of unity with all of creation. We don't just accept the idea that we're all one. We directly perceive this truth in each cell of our bodies. Separation consciousness transforms into a feeling of harmony and interconnection with everything. From this space, we're able to glimpse beneath surface personalities and feel compassion for the shared divinity within all souls. We sense the sacredness even in those playing darker roles. Judgment and criticism dissolve, revealing the perfection of each being's evolutionary journey. This awareness fills us with equanimity and acceptance. We feel secure knowing we're eternally held, allowing survival fears to fade. Patiently embracing the present moment, we relax into trusting the divine flow. 5D consciousness dramatically expands our awareness beyond the limits of the rational mind. Our intuition and inner senses heighten. We receive guidance through direct downloads of intuitive knowing, telepathic transmissions, and synchronistic signs. Many in the fifth dimension report having clairvoyant visions, prophetic dreams, or precognitive experiences. These gifts indicate we're tuned into realms and timelines beyond the physical. We realize everything is alive, conscious, and connected. Activating 5D awareness also grants us access to advanced co-creative abilities. As we align with our soul's wisdom, we discover we can shape probabilities through focused imagination and intention. Maintaining unwavering faith in the perfection of the universe, we effortlessly manifest our desires. We no longer rigidly demand specific outcomes. Instead, we engage our creativity and then surrender to the divine timing and form our creations take. We understand our role is to intend rather than control. When anchored in these higher frequencies, we live fully in the present moment, rather than getting entangled in regrets or future worries. Aligned with our soul's purpose, our lives flow gracefully. We embody profound patience, equanimity, and inner stillness. We feel guided to use our innate talents and passions in service to others. The work we do becomes an offering, not for personal gain. We experience life as a gift. Gratitude overflows with each breath. Shifting into 5D also catalyzes a profound healing as past traumas and emotional baggage are released. We understand how even our most difficult experiences served our soul's growth. With deep self-love and compassion, we honor where we've been. This higher awareness empowers us to take responsibility for our internal states, rather than blaming external situations. We move beyond victim consciousness into reclaiming our sovereign power. Although life still has challenges, we know our essence is eternal. When unpleasant emotions arise, our connection to stillness allows us to feel them fully with detached awareness. They become messengers, guiding us into greater alignment, not dictators of our state of being. Settling into present moment consciousness, we receive clear inner guidance one step at a time. We happily release the need to control outcomes, trusting our higher self to show us the way. As we tune into 5D more through silence, creativity, and service, We realize our soul has been nudging us toward this awakening all along. Every experience has been perfectly orchestrated to expand our consciousness. Dolores Cannon's courageous work gives us faith that an ascension into greater unity, peace, and enlightened awareness is underway. While the journey looks unique for each of us, these signposts confirm many are already anchoring into the 5D shift. Remaining rooted in 5D consciousness allows us to move gracefully through life's ups and downs. We stay aligned through unwavering devotion to unconditional love and surrender. We bravely shine our light to uplift others. Our gifts are in service to humanity's ascension. Together, we anchor the frequencies of our liberated 5D civilization.
I'm going to tell you a story.
Oh,
A story about humanity. Channeling an extraterrestrial entity that we call the Shard.
interesting.
Taking time to reflect on the signs Dolores Cannon described, we may discover we're already more attuned to 5D than we realized. We can trust we are exactly where we need to be in this process. As we keep letting our light shine bright, the shifts into higher awareness will unfold. The 5D journey requires releasing rigid attachments and expectations. Instead, we open to new potentials and inspiration through connecting to our hearts. By listening to our intuition and cultivating deeper self-awareness, we ascend into our true multidimensional nature. We realize our earthly identities are but a small aspect of the eternal cosmic beings we truly are. Though the ego may fear the unknown, the soul bravely dives into the mystery. Each person's passage into 5D consciousness is unique. For some, it is subtle, for others, dramatic. There may be periods of intense energetic recalibration as old structures give way to the new. Know that any discomfort is temporary. Trust the ascendance process. Be gentle with yourself and others through each step. Breathe deeply and keep surrendering into peace. You are exactly where you need to be. Signs of synchronicity confirm you're on the right track. Have faith that your higher self is adept at navigating these passages. You need only relax and receive. Rejoice in each glimpse of unity awareness. Allow your heart to blossom open to ever greater compassion for yourself and others. You are awakening into your true divine essence. Though the external world may appear chaotic and tense, your inner world expands into tranquility and flow. External conditions no longer dictate your state of mind. You dwell in the eye of the storm, centered in stillness. Focus on radiating the frequencies of love, peace, and harmony. As you elevate your vibration, you lift the collective. In times of global uncertainty, maintaining calm presence uplifts the energy. The 5D shift is an individual process with collective effects. Each person who anchors into higher awareness helps awaken humanity. We blossom together, unfolding into our full potential. Peace and unity begin within. The future will see us co-creating through the power of unified intention. As more awaken, we will sculpt reality consciously. This is humanity's next evolutionary leap. Know you are exactly where you need to be on this journey into 5D consciousness. You are eternally guided and supported by your higher self and ascended masters. Release all doubts or fears into the light of your true essence. Shine brightly. Your vibration lifts the collective. Our shared awakening is well underway. We rise now into the knowing that we are powerful, co-creative beings, channels for unconditional love. Our liberation is assured. Thanks for watching Words for Life. Stay positive
Isn't
and
that
vibrant.
awesome? Wow. I didn't watch that before I watched it with you guys. Spirit said this is what you need to share with class. Because to show you guys that we are so far into the 5D now, the way we think, the way we do things, what we do, where we are, everything, right? We are there. We are living our 5D reality. And those that aren't know that it is coming for you too. If you can't astral travel yet, if you're having a harder time with telepathy, if you know, just the little things, you are well on your way. Just being surrounded by people that are already in the 5D and manifesting our beautiful new earth. It is a new reality. It's a new timeline. We are creating the new timeline as we hold the light frequency on the earth in our bodies. So, yeah, amazing. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is for those of you seeking first contact with benevolent ETs, how many of you haven't had, how many of you haven't had your connection with ETs yet? You haven't seen a ship in the clouds. You haven't had a dream about an extraterrestrial or anything, because that is contact. Some of us are getting literal orbs, right? And some of us can see them. But if you are having a hard time, which I know some of you are, so we are going to talk a little bit about that today. I am an alien I contact myself. Right, exactly. Hey, Bobby Rock. My dearest brothers and sisters, this is Hakan speaking. I greet you in peace and love. It says, currently your world is gripped by fear. There's fear of a third world war, fear of people's children being drafted, fear of their cities going up in smoke, fear of economic hardship, fear of Trump, fear of the left, fear of the right, fear of immigrants, fear of the other, etc., etc. Now, the situation on Earth is within the band of predicted situations. And my prediction remains that likely, though not guaranteed, your lives will substantially improve and you will meet us in 2024 or 2025. I mean, we had a lot of ships being seen and orbs and stuff in 2024, and we're seeing even more in 2025. Two critical variables are the energy on Earth and the level of consciousness of humanity. And those two variables keep rising, which is good. Okay? Still, recently, not as much progress has been made as we would have liked. The situation is very complex, but three prominent reasons for this are: one, the gray hats haven't made big public moves. There is some hope that the rising energies and current situation will nudge them to start taking open action and even to potentially become actual white hats at some point in the future. But so far, this hasn't happened. Trump is a gray hat, guys. He's not a white hat and he's not a dark hat. He is a gray hat. He is here to cause a lot of chaos. Average people are waking up, but not that quickly. Okay? And also, the non-evil, spiritually awake people haven't come together to form a large, coherent group. You have actually been doing your light work and your inner work, and you're holding on to the light quite well. And for that, I commend you and want to express my respect. But there isn't yet a clear, widely known, open, relatively large, non-corrupted light worker or first contact organization. The impact of light workers is being limited because many of them are isolated. Of course, many souls of Earth humans also want the situation to speed up. And many souls are seeing that their lower selves are simply refusing to wake up. And that their lower selves are desiring comfort and to basically go back a few decades, not realizing that this is a desire to return to a nicer form of slavery. Souls are really wanting their lower selves to wake up and to build a new world and experience this new and heart-centered society. And also, if the population remains asleep, then either the black hats or the gray hats are going to win and be a hidden group of controllers who runs the world, which isn't great unless us Galactics intervene in a direct way, which has the disadvantage that Earth humans won't learn their own lessons, and so the new Earth society might not be stable. So basically what souls are really wanting is that average people wake up and become informed, because that's the best path towards the kind of heart-centered society that everyone wants to see on Earth. Hence, many souls of Earth are nudging things towards big confrontations. NATO versus Russia, Trump versus Biden, or whoever the Democratic candidate will be, Israel versus Palestine, in order to shake their lower selves awake. The goal here isn't billions of deaths. The goal here is to wake up their own lower selves. Right now, us Galactics aren't yet doing a direct intervention because creating these confrontations is the plan of the souls, the true selves of many people of Earth. And we want to honor the free will choices of the souls of the people of Earth. Moreover, this is a plan that could work to finally wake enough people up. Indeed, the recent conviction of Trump has already woken up some more people to the unfairness that's going on. And the Ukraine, Russia, NATO situation, and the, in my opinion, genocide in Gaza are helping some people realize that war sucks and the people of Earth must learn to live together in peace. Furthermore, the current situation is increasing the pressure on the gray hats to actually start publicly arresting traitors and provide public disclosure, because the gray hats don't want World War III. So it is possible, though certainly not guaranteed, that they will finally be nudged to take action in the not too distant future. So these global situations are nudging people to wake up. On the other hand, the current conflicts are also leading to even more fear on your world. So I predict that things will get quite rocky. However, what's not going to happen is billions of people dying in an all-out nuclear war. Now, will we see a conventional World War III between NATO, Russia, and possibly others? Likely not. Hopefully, the threat of it is enough to scare people awake, but I can't completely rule out World War III. Ultimately, we're respecting the wishes of the souls of Earth humans, and frankly, many souls right now are nudging towards confrontation because people are simply refusing to wake up, and souls are seeing few others of waking people up. Of course, what would be a nicer road to people waking up is if either the gray hats arrested traitors and released public disclosure, which we've been promised for quite a few years now, or alternatively, it could help if there was an organization named something like Local Meetings for Those Seeking First Contact with Benevolent ETs, or some catchier name along those lines. Now, we do have the CE5, right? We have the CE5 groups. I believe it's Dr. Stephen Greer that was involved with those. So, and the point of that organization would be to facilitate local meetings between Earth humans who are interested in first open contact with benevolent galactics such as us Palladians, It would be very beneficial for like-minded, awake Earth humans to start meeting up. And such an organization could create an alternative future in the minds of onlookers. Not World War III, not tyranny and declining living standards, but instead open contact with friendly extraterrestrials. Said organization shouldn't focus on hierarchy or leaders or formal structures or on online meetings or online content. The focus should be on local, in the flesh meetings, preferably somewhat regularly. Let's say once per month or whatever the frequency is that works best for the local group. What you do together is up to you and isn't as important as the simple act of meeting up in the first place. You could walk together, share a meal and conversation together, have a meditation group together, organize small presentations or workshops about, for example, spiritual healing techniques. Do a book club on a book about spirituality or galactic races, or to discuss certain channelings that you found thought-provoking. Or you could watch a movie together, do some volunteer work together, just do some fun activity together, etc. Us Galactics can't promise to immediately start physically showing up and meeting these groups, although that might happen at some point in the future if we decide to go the route of first meeting with select individuals before we land openly. Still, in the very near future, don't yet expect us Galactics to physically show up to these gatherings. Instead, we suggest going to them with the intention of meeting and spending quality time with other like-minded Earth humans. The channeler has his hands full. If anyone feels called to start such an organization, you have the channelers and our blessings. The most important thing would be to have a website that facilitates people meeting up locally. And if you have made such a website, feel free to write comments linking to your site under future articles by this channeler. So they want some of us to start creating groups here in the physical rather than online. I mean, if that's something you're called to do, I would say go for it. You know, if that's something you've been called to do, go for it. You know, gather people in your area. I know there is a group that I follow. What are they called? Freedom? No, that's not it. It is the Good Vibes Tribe. And the way they work is state by state. I'll show it to you. Right? This is what they go state by state. They're called the Good Vibes Tribe 333, and they meet in person. Not only in Discord, but they also meet in person, and it's for each state. And it's they're really good people. I've been friends with them, friends with Gaia for a long time. But it is kind of an online experience, but it is also in the flesh they meet. So that's pretty cool. So there's already those kind of groups going on, right? But they definitely, the Galactics definitely want to meet up with us. They're definitely here for us. Let me see. We got 3 minutes till snaps, but I want to check real quick if there's a Pleiades 1 message yet. And there is not. Okay. All right. So we have 2 minutes till snaps now. You follow the Good Vibes Tribe? Awesome. Yeah.
Bye.
Yes, I will. I thought I put it in the let me see. I thought I put it in our I know I put the We Are the Fire Warriors, but I thought I put the Good Vibes Tribe. Let's see. Public hangout. Okay. Let's do that. Invite people. Edit. Never No limit. Generate link. Copy. Put this over in Arch thing. Under... Oh boy, where is it? Alliance channels. I already have one. Yeah, it's right in the Alliance channels. I have We Are the Fire Warriors and Good Vibes Tribe 333. There, it's already in there. Yeah. So, aw, why are you in pain? Oh no. Yeah, it's in there. It's under Alliance channels at the bottom of Start Here. So it's the third thing down. I put it on January 1st of 2025. Jules and Jan for healing. Okay, it's snap time. Let's go ahead and do snaps. Okay. This is our butterfly. And everyone's on here to empower yourself and also to create. So this is our past loved ones always with us. Anytime we think of them, they're always with us. This is our room. Forest Fairy did this for us. And this is the dragon energy, the priest, the pan, the joker, the mother goose, the XOXO, the Ankh, the white rabbit, because we go down the rabbit holes, the magic, and the time travel, the hummingbird. This is also of our room. Steffi did this for us. And this shows us that we're always watched over and protected. This is who we are. We are the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy, here to raise the frequency of the planet by just being on the planet. This is the song of the 144,000, where we thank Mother Father. So we thank you, Mother Father, that you have revealed to us your protective universal light, that within this light is complete protection from all destructive forces, that the Holy Spirit of your presence permeates us in this light, and wherever we will the light to descend. We thank you, Mother Father, that you fill us with your protective fires of love, that within this love is complete protection from all destructive thoughts and feelings, that the consciousness of Christ is lifted up in us in this love, and wherever we will the love to be inflamed. Here's a big old lucky hug for everyone in here creating and empowering yourself. We thank you, Mother Father, that you are in us and we are in you, and that through us your will is sent forth on wings of power, that your purpose is accomplished on earth as it is in heaven, and that through us your light and love and power is manifest to all the sons and daughters of mankind. We are the love, we are the light, we are the truth. We are, yes. And divine love is working through us here and now to create our new earth and bring in the golden age.
Ducks have no tail.
You sit down, put your thing there, and do your schoolwork, little man. Here is our rainbow butterfly healing chain. All these people have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, with Reiki, with light language, with crystal healing, or with prayer. I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael, have him connect his energy with all these beautiful people, and we are going to send them light, love, light, and healing now. Don't touch that.
Okay. I'm reading the Ugly Duckling book.
Mm-hmm.
It's about Ugly Duck.
No, you're not, replied the swan kindly. Come out and see for yourself. So, the ugly duckling swam out of the marsh grass and toward the graceful swan where he could look into the water and see his reflection. Beautiful white bird was right. The ugly duckling had grown into a very handsome swan. Now he understood why, as a baby, he looked so
All
different
right.
from the other ducks.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, so yeah, look for or create, groups in your area. I've been thinking about it. I have a beach not too far from my house, like 5 or 10 minutes down the road, and there's, a place we can meet, maybe once a month or something. So I might try to do that. I might talk to Alicia and see if she wants to do that. She was doing something like that in but she was doing it from a church. And I'm not sure what happened with that, but she's got a lot on her plate too. She's got with her MS and stuff, so that's hard for her. But it's good to get with people physically too, right? Because online it's different. When we're together and touching and, in a circle, our energy is quite profound. Right? What we have online is a beautiful thing. It really is. And that's not going to stop, okay? Unless you guys stop coming to class, then it'll stop. But that's not going to stop our online community. It is it's how we get to meet with each other every morning. This is this is my morning ritual, right? Meeting with all of you and feeling your energy, because I feel all your energy, and us together, we're shining our light so brightly when we are together. But the thing is, it's good to do it in person also, and to touch, to hold hands and make circles and do things together, right? Meet those people of like-mindedness that are out there in your town. Maybe it's only 5 people. Maybe it's 3. Maybe it's just 2 people. It doesn't really matter. And according to them, it doesn't matter what you do together, right? You could get a coloring group together to color adult coloring books together, or a group to listen to music together, or whatever it is. A book club. Yes, you could start a book club in your town. Put some towns have boards or something, or sometimes the grocery stores have boards on them. Put a little thing and put starting a book club and stuff. Whatever. There's so many things that you can do, right? So many things that you can do. Yes. Hi, Steffi. Hi, darling. All right. So we're going to get into The Lost Key of the Buddha, the Immortal Series, Book 3. Wow, we are almost finished this book, guys. I can't even believe it. We are almost finished The Lost Key of the Buddha. And then we have the one more. And the next one looks so cool. It is called Eternal Worlds. Eternal Worlds is the book 4. So I can't wait to get into that. So this is chapter 28, The Pendulum and the Key. We will finish tonight by discussing the core principle of the lost key to the middle way. We must clarify what the middle way is and is not. As we said earlier, the middle way is often associated with moderation. But is this what it is? I believe we ruled that out, I said. And tell me in your own words why the answer could not be moderation. I reflected a moment and replied, the middle way is supposed to be the path of liberation, or a doorway to the kingdom of God. Wow. Those who have tread the middle way have been the greatest teachers of humanity, such as Buddha, Christ, Krishna, Moses, and others. Now, I can't think of any of the great teachers who were consistent examples of moderation. We already talked about several incidents from Buddha's life, but I'd also say that Jesus did not exemplify the normal definition of the middle way either. He was not exactly showing us moderation when he fasted for 40 days or chased the money changers out of the temple. Anyone who would willingly allow himself to be crucified could not be called moderate by any measure. Then there was John the Baptist at Elizabeth. He lived in the wilderness, eating only locusts and honey. Anyone who did that today would not be called moderate but a wild man. John smiled and replied, many thought he was a wild man, even in that age. He paused and added, consider this. Moderation is generally considered a place in the middle, between two extremes of action. Yet, as you point out, the greatest sages of the ages do not stay at that point in the illusionary middle, which could be called moderation. In fact, they have seemed to go to the extreme at times. If this is so, then why would the path they trod be called the middle way? That's an interesting question, I replied. But if the middle way is not in the middle, why would it be called the middle way? It would seem that it should be called by some other name. Perhaps not, he said. Perhaps the middle way is as good a name as any. Perhaps one needs to consider exactly what the middle way point or is in the middle of. Are the 2 points on each side of the middle way always at the same location? Elizabeth's eyes widened as she said, I told you two a while back that the middle way was a moving target. If the 2 points on each side of the middle shift, then maybe I was right. So, could it be that Elizabeth was correct and the points do shift, I asked. What do you think, he asked in return. I sense that she is right, that the middle way is a moving target, but I do not understand completely, I said. John sat back in his chair and continued. Let us return again to the moment that inspired Buddha to discover the middle way. What was it again? It was the words about the tuning of the strings of a harp. This story made me realize that the key word was judgment, for good judgment must be used to tune an instrument. This is correct, he said, but also consider this. Each string has a different note, which is its correct adjustment between the two extreme points. Let us go back to your guitar again. How many strings are on it? 6, I believe. And how many midway notes are there after the strings are tuned? You can produce many different notes, but you use one for each string for tuning purposes, I said. That means you have 6 notes, which are midway points for tuning purposes. Would you agree? Yes, I acknowledged. Now, other instruments like the piano have many more strings to tune to their midway point, but let us stay with the guitar. Let us call each of these 6 notes a midway point of truth. Why is it that when we move up the scale, the point of truth or the true note at the middle way changes? I can see that when you adjust the string to play higher notes, that you are moving further away from the natural note at the natural midway point. Then, as you move up the scale, the midway point seems to get further away. I paused and said, I suppose that you cannot play a tune with one natural note. Thus, a musical instrument must have numerous strings, with each of them tuned to a different note. In other words, you have 6 midway points on a guitar. Exactly, he said. The unfortunate thing is that many want to live their life by one note. Just as you cannot play a melody with one note, neither can life be lived in fullness by searching for and finding that one be-all or end-all to religion or philosophy. The seeker cannot find the middle way that leads to the heart of God by merely examining the extremes and always choosing the exact middle point. As he moves up and down the scales of life, the midway point changes, for the notes change, thus causing the extremes to change. With all these changes going on around him, he cannot be forever seeking to hit the same note. If he does, no music will be made, and the magical work of creation will not take place. That's a profound thought, I said. Hi, Amy Lynn. Hi, beautiful. That's a profound thought, I said. Elizabeth was more correct than we realized. The truth at the middle way seems to change as circumstances change. Does this mean that truth changes? Just as middle C does not change, truth is ever consistent. But circumstances do change. One time, you have to play the C note, and another, you play G sharp. In one circumstance, you need one effect, and another, a different effect is called for. A flexible attitude and an open mind is the key to finding the middle way. Could you give us a real-world example of finding the middle way? Asked Elizabeth. Yes, but before I do, you need to realize that every time a decision is required, an opportunity to find the middle way arises. For example, each young person has to decide what he will do for a living. If he follows the path of the middle way, he will study different vocations from which he can choose and make a judgment for the one that will most likely be best for him. If he avoids the middle way, he will avoid judgment. Instead of using his power of decision, he will allow someone else or circumstances to make the decision for him. John continued, if one is a member of a religion that does his thinking for him, he cannot find the middle way. But if he can live his religion while reserving many judgments to himself about his own beliefs and directions, then the true path opens before him. If one is a member of a political party and uses no judgment following the direction of the party without making any decision on his own, he is missing the middle way. On the other hand, he who treads the midway path will always be judging the direction of his party. And when good judgment dictates, he may decide on a direction contrary to his party. So it sounds like the mystery of the middle way can be reduced to something as simple as using good judgment, I observed. It seems simple enough when viewed in that light, he said. But discovering what to judge and then making a good judgment has enough mystery behind it. So all but a few miss the principle. Let me give you evidence of this. Many laws come before the vote of the U.S. House of Representatives, with 435 members, several hundred on each side. How often is the vote almost 100% along party lines? Quite often, I noted. Sometimes I think they are a bunch of sheep on both sides, just voting the wishes of the party bosses. So instead of making a judgment and deciding, most in Congress relinquish their real power of judgment and merely vote as they are told to vote for the party and not the good of the country. Now, the interesting thing is that the representatives are voted in because they are seen by the people as being more intelligent than the average citizen. If these individuals who are deemed the most intelligent cannot use their judgment, then how can we expect to find it among the rank and file? Interesting point, I agreed. Everyone talks about good judgment like it is used by all. But even if the most intelligent among us go out of their way to avoid it, then perhaps judgment is a rare commodity. It is a rare commodity indeed, John agreed. Let me assure you that when those times arise that every Republican or Democrat votes along party lines, each will see himself as making a true judgment. This is because he will go through the motions of making a true choice, but he is deluding himself. In all but a few occasions, his choice is already predetermined by party dictates. So why is true judgment so rare, I asked. It is rare because it is the natural disposition of people to be mentally lazy, he replied. The method of decision making for the majority is really non-decision making. What they desire is a few facts or some voice of authority that seem to make the choice so black and white that no decision or judgment is really required. People on a jury, for instance, desire to be presented with evidence so clear that they will know their decision is correct. When the evidence is not clear, the jury will often sweat and strain for many hours or even days before a judgment can be made. They only make a judgment because it is forced upon them. But in everyday life, human nature seeks to step around all judgment. To avoid judgment, people will adopt a mindset, a dogma, a religion, a party, or a set of rules that takes away judgment and makes their decisions for them. They want lots of thou shalts and thou shalt nots, so true judgment can be avoided. But aren't the thou shalt nots, like the 10 Commandments, a good thing for society? I asked. Basic laws are necessary for every group or organization, John said. He who treads the path will be very cooperative in most cases. But that which truly governs him will be something higher than words and rules written in stone. Open the Bible again and turn to Jeremiah 31, 33, 34. Elizabeth found the verses and read, "But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more." Tell me, he said, where will the laws of God be written? In our hearts, she responded. Now turn to Ecclesiastes 3, 1-8. Elizabeth found the chapter and read, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get, and a time to lose. A time to keep, and a time to cast away. A time to rend, and a time to sow. A time to keep silence, and a time to speak. A time of love, and a time to hate. A time of war, and a time of peace. Outward laws and commandments are necessary for humankind in their current state of evolution," he said. "But no matter how just they are, even if they are given by the finger of God, they cannot apply to all situations in all times. There is a time and a place to break every rule, every law, and every norm of mankind. For example, Jesus went out of his way to technically break the Jewish Sabbath to illustrate to the people the fallacy of rigid black and white interpretation. But he did obey the spirit of the law, didn't he? Asked Elizabeth. He did indeed. The master had the law written in his heart and instinctively knew how to fulfill its true intent. He knew the time and place to break the law, as was understood in his time. He knew the true middle way, as did Buddha. This scripture we just read, however, gives the underlying principle of the middle way in profound simplicity. Right? So, I'm going to stop there. We'll go over some more of that tomorrow. But that was class for the day. We have a lot to think about for class for today. I want to go ahead and get Julia and Anne's name on our
We're done doing school?
thing. Almost, baby.
Okay.
Julia. Let's put Julia here. And Anne.
Brandon?
There.
Where
I said Anne, not Brandon. Although I think you may be up there. I'm not sure. If you got sick at some point.
Wait,
Yes.
what's my name?
Turn the page. The rest is still unwritten. Yes, exactly.
Wait.
All right, guys.
My name is Wendy.
We do judge ourselves. We are our most critical judges, Lynette. We are. We are. Yeah, he is. Sit down. Do your schoolwork.
Okay.
Yes, we are our most critical judges. Always. Always. Yeah. Pages are crisp and ready for the most magical story. Yeah, we are our worst enemies and greatest allies. Yes,
A magical
absolutely.
story? Tell me about it.
So we have karaoke tonight on TikTok in Alicia's room. I believe I'll contact her and see if it'll be on TikTok tonight.
And I'll go there.
And I'll let you guys know in Discord.
And Blair will come.
Yep. Did you get my book, Christina? I forgot to ask you and Christy if you got it. I sent it in email. Awesome, Amy Lynn. I'll try to remember Irish. Oh, you've been reading it? Yeah. Do you see a lot of similarities with your story? Yeah. Yeah, I have. For sure. But I think we all have, right? Yeah. Similar. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. I wanted to see if Christy got her copy too. Wanted to make sure you guys both got it. It's got some high points too, though, Christina. My life has had ups and downs.
Football.
Both ups and downs.
Football.
Like all of us, right?
Football.
Yeah. Right? That's why we all need to write our stories. I want to read your stories. I cannot wait.
No.
I hope we really do this. Yes, I know, Christina. I know. Yep. Kiss the soul. Kiss the soul. It's my life up till 2016. Yes, everybody needs to write their story. We're going to put it all in a big book. and publish it. Of course you do, Trina.
And I'll
Of course you do.
And I got banana who hates humans.
I am no writer, Irish. I just, as it came, I just typed away. You know. Awesome, Ashley. We are all doing that. We are all doing that. Oh, Christy did get it? Oh, okay. Okay, awesome.
Pink, 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 pink.
Yes, right from your heart. Exactly.
Pink, 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 pink.
Yeah. There's two more things that I kind of want to add it in there were my two big experiences. Getting arrested for hugging a cop and getting put away also for wanting to leave. So there's two more experiences. I just haven't written them. I haven't written them yet. So.
Whoa!
Yeah, if you guys want to read my story, you're more than welcome to. I'll send it to you.
What? Hey, what's your world?
Just message me your email.
What's your color world? Nana? What's your
It's going to make you laugh, but it'll also it might make you cry. Disclaimer.
Pink flamingo?
You know what? Oh, no. Yeah, I could do that. I could put it in Telegram. You cried, Christina? Aw. Yeah, it could make you cry.
Yeah, look.
Yep.
It made pink feet.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, Nana,
Aw.
it'll be one.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, it'll be one time. Yeah. I know it's not one time.
I was trying to think of how I could put it in Discord, but I don't. I think it's too big of a file. I could put it in Telegram. Or I could just send it to you. Just give me your email and I'll send it. Did you guys want to go over to TikTok for a little bit?
I love you.
Email is
Nana.
best. Yeah.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you too.
Hey, it'll never be one time. Yeah. It's not one time. Yeah. But it will be. It will never, but it will be. Oh. Yeah, no, keep it going. I make a bang. I gotta use that phone. I gotta use that phone.
Then go use the restroom.
Thanks, Nana.
Mhm.
You're the best
Open the
Nana.
door.
It's the best Nana ever. Can't.
You can't open the door. Go on. Oh. I can't wait to read yours, Christina. Yeah. Yes, all the sacrifices we've made have been worth it. Just got more years under our belt, right, Yaya? Aw, love you guys. Oh, yay, you're moving into your new house. That's awesome, BX. I'm so happy for you. Oh, I love you too, Amy Lynn. Keep it simple too. I'm not getting into the gory details of my life either. Just what led me to the... Yeah, yep. March 1st. Awesome.
My dog's barking at me.
Yeah, they're always barking.
I found him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in your room.
I know. I knew where he was.
How?
Because you left him here.
Wait a minute. No toys allowed. I've got it. No toys allowed. Where can we put him? Room. It's only for free time. Maybe. Right here. Out. Last duck. Dog. It is out time. It's like in the story.
Hey, Melinda. So do you guys want to go over to TikTok or do you want to just...
Well,
I probably shouldn't today actually because I got him and I got to make him some lunch here pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta make me lunch.
I do. I got to make you lunch.
But that's okay.
Uh-huh.
I can make you lunch too.
Oh, you're going to make me lunch? What are you going to make me lunch?
I'm gonna make you.
What are we having for lunch?
Noodles.
Noodles. Oh, yay. I just love noodles.
Yeah, I can make you.
Mm-hmm.
We need the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
You be. I wish we could be.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the plant with this bad duck who's making problems. Hurt.
Yeah, he's got this duck thing he left at the house
Yeah, Flash.
on Saturday.
It's Flash Duck, the superhero. Stop.
Here, he wants to show you.
Flash the duck. He's a Flash duck, but it's just a duck wearing this Flash costume.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, I'll show you the Flash when he turned into Flash. One time ago, Flash.
Flash the duck, he says.
Hey, what's the story of Flash? Tell me the story of when he turned.
Amy Lynn says she works with ducks.
He wakes it up.
She works with ducks.
Wow, and he makes toy ducks for kids?
Well, no, she doesn't make the toy ducks. She has a duck pond.
Wait, these toy ducks?
There's ducks with numbers on their butts.
Yeah, like the Joker one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a criminal. When that guy got burned, he turned to the Joker. Yeah, I know that.
Your daughter just threw duck toy to dogs as you said that, really?
Yeah, when he saw my duck swooping in, when the dog saw my duck swooping in, like, I'll tell you my story. I was little.
That's funny.
I tell you this story of my life.
Looking up the significance of ducks. Yeah, tell me the significance of ducks.
Mom and Dad.
It's actually been in my peripheral for a couple of days now, ducks.
But I was not here yet, but one time ago. Wait, what's my name?
That was a game we used to play when we were kids. Duck, 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 goose.
Legend.
Mhm.
You forgot my name when I was here. You know what?
Duck, duck, goose. You don't remember that? You're all in a circle, sitting down in a circle, and they pat your head, duck, 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 duck. And then when they say goose, they run around the circle.
Yeah, like Woody Tim, like beep beep, like the goodbye who says beep beep, he runs, and the
Yep.
animal who wants to eat him is breakfast. He's dinner.
You had breakfast. You had a big breakfast.
Yeah, but not the wolf.
No.
Hey, you think it's you think it's
Hey, Chris. Hey, beautiful. I'm sending you so much love and light out there.
the little Idiothood and the big blooded wolf.
Aw.
And the big blooded wolf who eats
Sending you a big old hug.
with Lion Hood and he Mom Llama ate it too fast. The big blooded wolf.
Wow, Mark.
Bad blooded wolf.
That's, I mean, you're so tuned in, right?
I'll tell you the story about it, okay?
What story?
Like when the little Lion Hood and the big bad blooded wolf.
Mm-hmm. He did another, he's very in tuned. He's a crystal baby. So
Yeah.
he's very in tuned
On
to
the-
things.
Like Hoy.
And sometimes he'll see, he can like see,
Hoy things.
he's seen my mother before, and like you ask him, come here, Brandon, who's this? Who's this?
Nana.
What Nana?
You.
No, that's not me.
Who is it?
That's my mom.
That's your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made face on your mom.
Yeah, that's my mom.
On the pixie on home.
Have you seen her before?
Yeah.
Yeah, where did you see her?
Oh no.
You don't know?
I have seen it before. Is it far away? Is it far away, Nana?
Who fly away?
Your mom.
My mom? Did my mom fly away? Yeah, she flew away. She's in heaven.
Hey, let's go, Day. I'm sad
Why are you sad?
because I missed him.
Well, you never even knew her.
Yeah, it's in Nana.
Yeah, but you didn't know her.
Yeah, I know.
You were born after she died.
In my mind, I hear my mom said Tom. Tom was so.
Crows, yep. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to get off of here and get Chunk some lunch. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste. My soul knows your soul, and I love you, angels. Mwah.
Lens. What's name? Lens.
Yeah.
Wait, what?